お待たせいたしました。引き続き司会進行は神谷がお送りいたします。次のタイトルはインスペクターガジェットマッドロボットインベシなんだこれは。インベシオン。ちょっと読み方わかりません。解説はいらっしゃいません。ちらっとだけゲーム画面を見たら、横スクロールでいろんなガジェット、道具インベーションでいいの？ありがとうございます。なんかね、横スクロールのアクションでいろんなガジェットを使いながらステージを進んでいくというゲームでしたね。はい、私の知っている情報はそこまでです。
I mean, that's 3
Charming,
words.
charming. Cute, gory, and charming.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We try to combine cuteness and gore, and that's the bread and butter. The cuteness and
PS2 のゲームで、2003年に発売された。
It's a
で、もともとは、1983年のなんかテレビ番組に
different paths you can
テレビ
take
番組をベースにしたゲームという
to
こ
play
と
the
ね。
game. And I can see there being multiple ways of beating the game. And yeah, I don't want to give away too much. But I think so, yeah.
ほう、ガジェットゲーム。
I would say it's probably that most of, if not all, the gore sounds in the game are vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I used veggies and I used like noodles.
Yeah, I remember you,
Yeah.
you bought like a big bowl with salad or something, and then you just
It
like
was
mashed it.
はい、みんなガジェットゲームを知っている。僕は知らない。
Noodles and then I boiled them too much.
ガジェットゲームは1983年にフランスの DIC と日本の東京ムービー新社とカナダのネルバナとアメリカのフィールドコミュニケーションズが合作したテレビのグローバル。1983年9月から1986年2月に放送された。それはさすがにわからんわ。日本では1990年に放送されたのね。いや、1990年でもちょっと、もしかしたら見てる可能性がゼロじゃないかもしれないけど、物覚えのついてる頃かどうかっていうと、
here again, wondering if anyone remembers that famous bear that used to steal picnic baskets at
2015年からネットフリー版もやっている。本当だ。新作 CG アニメシリーズのガジェット警部の事件簿が配信されている。主人公ガジェット警部、メトロシティの警部、不慮の事故、バナナの皮で滑って転ぶで死亡するが、フォン・スリックスタイン教授の手によりサイボーグとして復活。全身にあらゆるガジェットが仕込まれている。へえ、まだよ。
Haikus are fun, but don't always make sense. Refrigerator. Okay, we got two.
でもなんかいろんなガジェットで戦うってバットマンに通じるところがちょっとあるんですかね。最初は死んでサイボーグとして復活って言われてロボコップの方をイメージしましたけど。
So
そうですね、ゲームはヨーロッパのみでリリースされたっていう風に海外ウィキペディアに書いてますね。でもステージはなんかニューヨーク、パリ、ロンドン、メキシコ、カリブ海などなんかいろんなグローバルな感じで作られているっぽいですね。割と評価は低そうな感じがしますが。ジャンプの仕組みとアニメーションを称賛したが、ゲームはバグがあると述べた。それはでも RTA 的には評価を落とすポイントではあまりないんで、もしかしたらこう面白い、ね、1時間が楽しめるかもしれないですね。ガジェット警部本人より飼い犬の方が有能。
Alright everyone, welcome back to ESA Summer 22. This event we are raising money for Save the Children. Links to donate can be found below the stream. We would like to thank ViewSonic Gaming for their monitors this event, and Twitch. Now it's time for Rebel Dragon running
ユニーク
Inspector
なゲームの
Gadget.
ゾ
Take it
ーン、こ
away.
れははい、
Hello there.
うん、この絵面からはユニークなゲーム判定ですね。
Earlier on in the week, and this is another game from what Ricky called the stack that he brought. But you'd already done runs of this.
Yeah, I'd already done runs of this
before
ages
that.
ago. Shall we just get started?
Yep. So I'll go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, cool.
Boing.
Boing. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't remember what year did this
グッ
come
ド
out
ラッ
in?
クです。
I'm going to say 2003, maybe?
Yeah. And what is it? I think if I remember correctly, what was it? French, is it made?
It's French, yeah.
It's
It's
French.
made, if you've ever watched
で
Arabian
もね、このゲームと次のゲームは
the last game they
ユニークかもしれないけど、その次また普通っぽいゲームでした
Oh,
よ。
only PS2 only, so
というわけで始めましたね。
basically a
Hidden gem.
$2.5D
It's a
platformer.
hidden gem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an
2.5D
absolute hidden gem.
platformer. Yeah, so
奥
I've
行き
done
のあ
runs
る
already. You may, if you,
横
if
ス
you're
クロールア
old,
クション。
yeah, you, ESA, EA, an old ESA watcher. I did this on winter.
なるほどね。
The run has
足がスプリングになって大ジャンプ
I'd
がで
say
きる。
it's probably this run is like going to be like 15 minutes faster, but I did watch cutscenes, so probably like more like 7-8 minutes of time saves, I would imagine, right? Maybe not that many.
Not that
I don't
much.
know. Don't forget, you need to skip.
I need to actually skip the save thing. Yeah, so I've got saves turned on. Normally you play with saves turned off, and I normally unplug the memory card just to make sure. But yeah, the reason why I've got saves turned on, this game likes to soft lock. It likes
い
to
やいやいや、
hard lock.
次のゲームの話は次のゲームでしますけどね。次は解説者がいますからね。解説者がいるゲームですよ。
The story is, well, what is the story? The story is,
Chief tells him there are robots.
Mad kidnap Penny and Brain, and then Mad
出てきたドアにそのまま。
removes his weapons unless he picks them up, but not all of them, because some of them he still gets to use. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the logic, whatever. That's their way of having
なん
pickups.
かロックマンみたいにアイコン的なのでワンナップ置いてあったらいいですけど、まんま顔の 3D モデルが回転してるとやべえっすね。
So yeah, you go all over the world as Gadget trying to find Penny and Brain, I guess is the intention.
Yeah, and then you end up going and stopping all of Claw's robots.
攻撃は帽子から出てくるハンマー。
Yeah, Mad's building like a robot army or something.
Yeah. So,
That's where the title comes from. You might have seen the title, the box art on the screen just a minute ago. I don't
なん
think
か
that
設
robot ever
定と
appears.
か
no,
動
it
き
doesn't. It doesn't.
とか
It's
癖強いですけど、
It's an exclusive
ゲーム
box art. So,
プレイゲームプレイ的にもなんか操作癖強そうですよね。
Gadget legs, which make you go higher. This is all just what's the word? Situational? Would you call it?
yeah, they're all very situational.
What does Conquest Bad Fur Day call it?
I don't remember.
新しい顔よ。
Like
首は540度曲がるか
I
ら
don't remember what they
in
call
Conquest
it.
回転
Bad Fur
半
Day, there's like buttons. It's like literally it just says like the button on the ground, and that's where it works, and they make a big joke out of it.
Yeah.
That's basically this.
Oh yeah, so
Context sensitive. CD-ROM just showed me.
Thank you,
I
Mike.
remember it having a funny name.
yeah, so A few little things about this game. This game can be kind of
い
deceptively
つでも足を伸ばしてスプリングジャンプができるわけではないんですね。なんかアイテムみたいなの獲得して上に表示があるときだけ大ジャンプができるんですね。
There are little things that we found at ESA Winter actually. I say we, it was one person that found. There are two things in this game that basically improved the time by quite a bit. It's shout outs to the Jack and Daxter runner, Qatar. We basically gave him the controller for 5 minutes and he found two things within like those 5 minutes.
なんかちょっとだけパズル要素みたいなのを。
Yeah, apparently you do that last one twice because it stops it from moving, and
Yeah,
I
so-
didn't used to do that.
Yeah, it basically means you don't have to wait for the.
It's just a, I'd say it's a puzzle.
そうですね、取られなかった頭部パーツはずっとあそこでくるくる回っているんでしょうね。
If you end up just either being stuck on a bad
で
cycle.
今度はパラシュートのガジェットを手に入れて
But doesn't he
ふ
also
わ
have
ー
a
っと
parachute built in as
No,
well?
that's Go Go Gadget umbrella.
Oh, the umbrella.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
あ
Which
で
does the
ガ
same
ジェッ
thing, but
トの
for
右
like
側に
time, right?
出てるオレンジのバッテリーみたいなのがこれが
Better.
なんか
Oh,
そのガジェットが使える制限時間みたいな
because
感じ
if you
なのか
mess up the trick I'm gonna go for in this in the start of this stage, then you can soft lock.
yeah. The reason there is auto saves in this, but the reason we don't have them on is this.
Yeah, it takes a very long time to save in this game. Yeah, so
There we go.
there we go. Right,
You're gonna mash X, yeah.
if you skip
な。
this
そして
next
微
cutscene,
妙に長いローディング。
if you skip that cutscene on like the first couple of frames, you get like this weird grey
ロー
arc.
ディング終わったかと思って画面切り替わったらまだローディングしてるし。
Right, so let's see if this guy this game likes to cheap shot you quite a lot. So this guy can throw stuff at you and you have no chance of dodging it. Oh, I dodged it. Cool.
Okay, so we actually might be seeing one of the new glitches coming up.
Yeah.
これは正規ですよね。
Yeah.
正規ルートで
It
こ
doesn't really
の
work going up the ladder, but you can do it from the top of the ladder. It doesn't work going
そうです。
up
ちゃんとはしごがあり
I've
ま
tried
す
it.
ね。
It just never really gets you to the top.
So I guess I'll explain. From the either the top or bottom of a ladder, there's an action for you to get on it. If you basically get on it, I forget how exactly it works. If you get it
これ
on,
は
exactly,
体を風船のように膨らまして空を飛ぶというガジェットなんでしょうか。
move up.
Yeah.
Close the level.
Yeah. That one doesn't really save too much time, but in Paris, there's like you skip like a majority of one of the levels through just up warping
Yeah,
the entire
Paris,
thing.
Paris is the
Yeah, Paris.
this one.
Yeah,
You're
Paris.
gonna have to
is-
really get used to no yes.
No, I know, right? I can't believe
いやいやいやいや、ローディングまた入るの
to。save.
BCV does that as well.
It
You'll be able to
does.
see BCV later as well.
え
Shout outs to Yorkie.
はいステージの途中でその先のステージを読み込むローディングが入るってなかなか
Oh my god, I got caught in that.
斬新というか見ない作りなんですけ
Getting,
ど
like, stuck there and taking damage is very easy. I didn't make a slight mention of it earlier, but this game doesn't like to give you iframes, so you can get like triple hit like incredibly easily.
I think there is iframes that just don't last
No,
very
they just
long.
don't last very long.
Like there's iframes, I guess, but I feel like you can still get hit even when it flashes.
Yeah. Like,
Oh yeah, there's quite a few save errors in this. auto save. We're in an auto
またローディングして
where
る。
Gadget picks up. Is it just Gadget?
this is
Inflate-
Go Go
inflate-
Gadget balloon off.
なるほどね。中間セーブ で
But yeah,
セーブもローディングというふう
actually
に
holding up on the D-pad and moving left and
書
right.
いてんのかな。
So I can always maintain the upward movement of it. Oh, dude, my feet. If your feet swing in the right direction there, you pick up the one up. If not, you
セーブのね、
because
時間をローディングっていうのもあまり聞かないな。
Yeah, this is why we're randomly just floating up at set speed.
Yeah, for context, we're actually inside the Statue of Liberty, so
Yeah, you might have seen that we were going to the Statue of Liberty.
yeah.
This is the inside of the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. If you've never seen it, this is what it looks like.
体力多いし、ライフ回復
Yeah,
も
it
結構
looks like
ちょ
they
こちょこあるん
like,
で
for the
group
save.
together with like just like some random
Yeah,
screwdriver.
I do
セ
enjoy
セーブ
the
ポイントが
save. The ultimate drop
Climbing a
down.
きっとこれあれなんですよね。記録狙いだとセーブをしないか
Boss
ら、
is it's the
ス
statue
ッ
of
とい
liberty
ってるの
robot,
か
yeah, I guess, who just
実
fires
はセーブしてもしなくてもローディングが入るのか
so
は
you splash damage.
わからないですね。
Pretty simple.
Yeah, so you just want to
Just hang in front.
kind of. Oh, I'm kind of messed up.
So
So
you kind of messed it up there, but yeah.
it's
It's
fine.
not gone too bad so far.
Nah,
De
yeah,
nanka,
I went a little bit too far
ム
forward.
キムキの自由の女
There's
神
something we
ロ
haven't
ボみたいな
explained.
の
There is
が
good cutscenes in this game that we won't be watching, but a few of them you can't skip. Like that, I like that phrase. And now let's go to Paris.
Yeah.
But some of the English in the subtitles is pretty poor.
なんか出た。
Yeah.
あ、
As you'll
これ
find
は
later.
プロペラなのか
One
な
at the end of Paris is what we call.
Well,
ハンドル持っ
wait
て
on it,
プロ
but
ペラを
let's
回
go
して
to
飛ぶ
Paris is
的な。
Yeah, no, that's actually correct. That's 100% correct. Also, I love the freeze frames as well on these as well. They're in such weird places. Like, have you ever? So when you get into Paris, have you ever had like have you ever just fallen through the floor like as soon as you spawn in
I
there?
don't think so.
I've had that.
いや、
happen to
こ
me,
れ
like,
は
3 or
1
4
時間あっ
times,
て
and
も
it's
なんか
very
いろ
annoying.
いろいろと
Like
こう
sometimes
メリ
the
ハリ
stage
つい
either
て
the stage
て
flip around on me.
意外と楽しめるんじゃないですか。なんだかんで言ってもう10分経ってま
This
すし
game。works on like a plane system where like you need to be on the same plane as the platforms for you to be able
今
to.
セーブ中かな。カードを動かすの
So you can
PS2 だから
walk on this,
メ
but
モリー
you
カード
basically
か。
have a time limit to do it because there's a guy that comes out the door and hits you. So it's kind of difficult time. So we don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Yeah, if you do it on this ladder, because you're switching planes into the background, you just down warp and die.
もう
So
10分ですよ。もう
basically, the way
10
it
分。
works is you need to make sure that there's a platform above you,
まあ10
or a
分弱
platform
で
below you that's on the same like plane as you in order for the.
あれ今のって1ステージ目
Yeah,
2ステージ目
Is also in Arabian.
Yeah, yes.
Arabian Nights is a glitchy mess, right? This is less of a glitchy mess, but
Yeah. This is
at
just.
least for speedrunning purposes.
Yeah. Like
すごい
there's more
こ
glitches
う
in terms of
軽量化が
getting
施された
messed
サ
by,
イ
like,
ボーグなのかもしれないですよ。
by like random things. That's gonna hit me. Oh,
いろんなところがスカスカで。
It didn't hit me.
Something I didn't mention is in each level, in each show, I think off stream we were calling them worlds, but
Yeah, I
they're cities.
accidentally
They're
said
actually
worlds.
cities.
I accidentally called it a world.
You have both mad agents trying to kill you, but you also have random local foreigners. Foreigners? Local? If they're local, they're not really foreigners. Locals, just
お
local.
今のはなんか
The locals
敵の
trying
攻撃をわざと食らってそれを使ってはしごを登らず登った。
So if I can get this right.
So stereotypes ahoy. Okay, so yeah, this puzzle usually
またなんか
up this whole
悪いことしてる。
what-
さらりと悪いことしてはしごを登らず登ってる。
scaffolding. Yes.
Oh my god, I can't get this one right.
Section, and it's pretty annoying. But the button you need to press to continue is basically just right above you. So if you get this right, you can just warp straight up to it. So there
い
you
や
go.
警察でもなんか令状的なのないと
Something I did
不
there,
法侵
another
入じゃ
thing
ない
that
んです
Qatar
か。
found is that you can cancel your hammer and your racket into each other.
謎の瞬間移動はしご
You
を使っ
cancel
た。
the recovery animations of the
なん
hammer,
か
but you
ロ
still
ッ
get
クマン
bonus
で
for damage.
似たような動きを見た覚えがあ
This
る。
is not how levers work.
で
but
これは
No,
何
that's not how levers work.
レバーを何回も動かすと足
Yeah,
場
you
みたい
always
な
take-
のが移動するん
probably
だ
always
ね。
take a bit of damage there because the bucket.
hits you. Yes,
Hits
this
you
bucket
when
that
it
goes
gets-
up and down. Also, yeah, hit the explosive barrel to get the power up.
Yep, and that
また
doesn't
バネ
hurt you.
足
So.
を手に入れてジャンプ。
This puzzle is press button, jump on platform, press button. Actually, no, press button twice, jump on platform, jump on other platform,
Yeah.
press button.
I have actually made it across
あ
both
ーボタンを押す
platforms
と
because I managed to
上
be,
下移動をしてすれ違うタ
I
イ
don't
ミン
know
グ
how
と
I
かを
managed
使
it,
っ
but it was
て
like ridiculous. All right, so now we have
oh,
the parachute
Save
down here.
screen.
Yeah. Here
As
it
soon
comes,
as you
here it
touch this
comes.
floor,
また
oh,
こ
actually,
の
no, it's even
小さい
smaller.
パラシュ
Yeah,
ート。
so right at the start of this part of Paris, we have to hit an
すごい
enemy in the air.
こ
You
う
have to
親切に
and jumping, and we sat-
ちょくちょくセーブポイント置いてくれるの
when you have parachute, it makes it very
置いてくれるのはいいんですけどっていう感じですね。
Sometimes that actually went really
もう
well.
ちょっと
This is
セーブ時間を頑張ってほしかったなっていう。
to gain HP when I'm low, but yeah, these do like to damage you unneedingly. And if you die on any part of this, you have to go back to the start of it, losing like minutes.
Also, keep an eye out in the background for all the popular Paris
Oh yeah.
destinations like Boogie Club and Hotel.
Yeah. So while we're going through this auto scroller, if you got anything you wanna say over there on the hosting desk, feel free to go ahead now.
Oh yeah, I just have to say I am really
なん
enjoying
かね、
this
そ
run.
んな死にそうな難易度では全くないので、
I would just like to say
あんなにセーブポイントがいるのかなという感じがし
for
ますけ
the
ど。
Robo Vacuum Simulator run that's coming up. It's the steering wheel action, which means Kainalo, the runner, will strap himself into the racing seat and play the whole game using a steering wheel. Doesn't that sound fun? The goal for that is $3,000. We're almost a quarter of the way there. We have $665 raised for that already, so make sure to keep those donations coming if you want to see that.
すごいなんかどっかに不法侵入しようとしてるのかなと思ってたんですけど、登ってた建物からめちゃくちゃ移動してますね。
And the game likes to force you to go down onto their level to avoid enemies.
But luckily the enemies aren't too fast.
No, they're not
they
too
just
fast.
give up.
そうですね、ガジェットケーブのゲームらしいです。
The bombs is actually really not in your favor. Like they are
すごい、みんなガジェットケーブ知ってる。
This game really isn't fair in some aspects.
I don't even know what this is meant to be.
I don't know. It's like a blimp with a hammer. Right.
I don't know if
スピードラン.com 見たら奏者2人で今画面に映っている2人。
with
wings.
ということは世界1位と2位が奏者とコメンタリーですよ、これ。
I've watched a lot of season 1.
Yeah, because
season 2 is when they changed something. I don't
まあ
know.
ゲーム自体はね、ヨーロッパでしか売ってないということなんで、そんなことあるっていう人はすごいレアだと思うんですけど。
I know, right? He can only do it when we can see the Eiffel Tower. He goes quite far in the background before we get to move on. Right.
Because some of you may remember Twitch did broadcast Inspector Gadget for a bit at some point on Twitch Presents, I think is what that channel's called, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think that's what it's called.
So maybe you saw some of it then. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Although, as you all know, Penny and Brain are usually the ones to actually, solve the case.
今のところなんか固有キャラがケーブしかいないような気がしますけど、一応なんか
So yeah, this is the level. This is
秘密結社のボスみたいなのとか、でも画面では腕しか登場していない。なお、その技術力を主に利潤追求のための犯罪に利用しようとするので、秘密結社というよりは犯罪組織です。
You can also do it on these stairs. This is what he's trying to do.
Yep.
There you go.
And you skip like half the puzzle. So the reason why we ended up doing
また悪いことして残ってる。
is because we got to here, we couldn't work out the puzzle. So we were just like, does the upward work here?
There you go. Very close to the. You can turn.
イベントに出たことで知名度が上昇して奏者が増えるから、それはでも結構ありますよね。
Uber hard mode. Well, like technically you can run at all of these.
知られざる RTA としての面白いゲーム。
Really specific because you need to jump and land at the same time.
アニメだとメイと犬が優秀で実質そいつらが事件を解決しているような感じだ。
You don't land on the platform underneath you. So I always go from the left side because if you're on the right side, you might.
メイのペニーちゃんと犬のブレインね。
Yeah, the entire viewer base right now.
What you're meant to do is walk around platforms, push buttons to make things move around, go up and down. Lad, it's kind of like this, but
yeah,
we have to do this bit.
Yeah, we have to do this bit. I've tried warping here many times and it just doesn't work. It's because I don't think you can get high enough because you need to go like 2 floors up, but none of the ladders here seem to like work. So, alright, jump on.
なんかはしご絡みでバグがあるっぽくて、こうはしごを上から下に降りようとしたりとか下で変なことすると上に飛びますね。
Bait and switch, right? There's nothing up there.
Yeah, there's nothing up there. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, I'm too far away.
下で何かやると上に飛ぶし、上で何かやるとさらに上に飛ぶ。
If I remember correctly, I didn't actually fully time this, but when I was comparing like your golds and my best segments, there was about a 3-minute difference overall from Paris alone.
For context, I don't do this stuff yet. So.
Yeah.
Because I haven't done a run in a while.
Yeah, so this is legitimate.
このイベントはですね、だいたい1週間ぐらいやってますね。
Alright, we got another balloon section. This is actually the last one.
31日の朝頃まで
Them playing this
スケジュール予定されています。
was completely unrelated.
Yeah, it was completely unrelated.
さあ、また
They had
風船になって。
Oh, I run it, and I happen to be at the events as well.
Yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't have been in the last stage if you hadn't told me how.
Yeah, I came over.
Like how to be the last
stage,
stage.
and I was like.
Yeah, I would.
確かに空調服ね、空調服感はある。
Yeah, you actually played the game.
I have skill, yeah.
Yeah, I skipped half the game. You actually played the game. Right, so we're gonna see something that you always see at the top of the Eiffel Tower.
I'm glad that auto scroll.
No, that one's only about.
今のステージからここに変わるのはロードいらないのと思ったけど、
We're gonna see something we're always gonna see.
そこでセーブが用意されてローディングするんだ。わからん。
There's a big monkey robot. Alright, so
Which I guess the context is mad, but
Yeah.
for some reason.
for some reason.
And I don't know what killing him does in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
I
to be
guess
honest.
from context of like the later stories, this may be a place where he's put Penny and Brain and he's looking for.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
well, yeah, potentially.
Spoiling the story, I
Oh
apologize.
my god, spoilers! Right, so this is the King Kong reference in this game. He's
At the
gonna,
top of the Eiffel Tower
he's gonna throw bombs at you. You just have to bat them back at him
with your
with your
Go-Go
tennis
Gadget.
racket.
And it's-
ボッテンみたいな
I don't know if that's what he calls it. Go-Go Gadget Racket sounds about right.
爆弾を打ち返すの。
If you don't do that if you don't do that fast
Okay.
enough,
Paris freed.
Correct.
Let's get to London now.
There we
That's
go.
not correct.
that's not correct at all. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna say fair. Basically, if you don't do
え、
that
終わり
like that and
なんかこう
basically try and one cycle him,
倒した時
Oh,
の
there it is.
there
ア
it
ニ
is.
メーションとかさ、
basic
そういうのを
Yeah.
ないんです
He
か
starts moving around the pillar and moves positions, and you have to run around to find him.
Game is too powerful. It kills everything.
It's the
会場後ろ
best
掃
game
除
I've
され
ever
てま
played,
す
to
ね
be。honest. Right. So next we're going to London.
Which has a lot of London stereotypes in it.
Oh,
後ろは
absolutely.
掃除機をかけてますが
The、first thing I well, besides
こ
the
の
taxi,
次のゲー
first
ム
thing
は
you
ロボッ
see
ト掃除機
fire
が主役の
hydrant
ゲー
that
ム
we
で
don't
すよ。
Oh, yeah, we don't have fire hydrants in the UK, so automatically it's just.
We do have pharmacies though.
Yeah, we do have pharmacies.
さて
We do have.
ロンドンですね。
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
And just the UK map everywhere.
One.
Sorry, UK and technically Ireland,
Yeah,
which are not part of the UK.
yeah, yeah. All right. So if you.
そっか現地は
run
今
there,
朝の9時なん
those
で
cars
す
will
ね
one-shot you.
ほとんど
You just
まあ
find that
後ろ
out
会場は
by playing the
人が今いない
Oh,
よう
yeah,
な感じですね。
We died on that bit so many times when we were playing it casually. Oh, this is just a cutscene, by the way. He just automatically decides to beat this guy up for no reason,
Yeah,
and then just jumps off.
can't do a pacifist run.
No, there's no pacifist run in this game. All right, so there's
ライフは2桁も表示ちゃんとされていくん
there's two.
The older
最大いくつまで上がるん
comment
だろ
on this. Okay, so hopefully nothing bad happens here.
Yep. So I'm just gonna hold right. That's fine.
Okay.
cool.
Sometimes you can get locked in an animation there. You've got locked in like a falling animation.
Oh, I've been
right?
locked in a falling animation. I've just straight hard locked. He's not walked through the door.
I think I've been locked in a like a him pushing it animation.
Oh, I've seen that before. Oh, I've had him jump and turn around as well.
Okay, it's time for the skip I taught you.
Oh yeah,
couple
it's
of days
time for
ago.
the reason why I'm an
う。
idiot.
まあ
basically.
今バス
And I
で
thought this was in
ロンドンだって思いました
Yeah,
け
I'm
ど、
just an idiot.
さっ
and
き
didn't
パリ
see
だっ
what
たん
your
で
run,
す
to
ね。
be
なん
honest.
か
There you
エッフェル塔っぽ
easy.
い
That's like-
You're meant to go up and down these like bridges,
の
but
があったような気がしますけど、なんか夜のステージだったんで、
it's fine.
タワーだな
I'm
ぐらいし
just
か見て
an
な
idiot.
かった。
I legitimately missed it when I was watching.
お、今度は迷路の
Yeah,
庭
yeah, it
園
really
が。
is. All right, so we have to go around here and press some levers.
Unfortunately, now you have to flick a load of levers in this maze with these
Plant things.
I was going to call them piranha plants, but I don't know if that's what they are.
Are they more of a reference to Little Shop of Horrors? Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Because they all, but they just run at you as soon as they see you. They just do not care. Right, so these levels. Last one up here. But you have to follow these paths as well. There's not really any kind of skips you can do here.
なんか明らかに生物兵器的なのがあります
Someone
が
can。find something to skip past the gate for this. It would save a lot of time.
Now we come to something unique to London. I sub.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think this is unique to London, right?
What, a fountain?
No,
Okay.
just the sub boss in the game.
Oh
Like,
right, sorry, the boxing bunny man. Yeah, that's exclusive to us.
For some reason,
これ僕
I guess Mad is like, well, the robots aren't stopping him. Send a
ボンバーマン始まった。
Alright, so what I'm doing here is I don't really care if I get hit.
He plants bombs, and you just have to make sure he's over them when they explode, so you can just kind of.
And I don't really mind
Like
taking
this.
the
基本
damage.
的にボス戦
So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it's not
全部ボスの自滅ですよね。
so it's fine.
Yeah,
ボスが出した攻撃をボスに当てて倒すっていうのを繰り返してるん
yeah.
で
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Pretty easy.
Yep. Oh, something else that the animation cancels actually do is they actually make some enemies a lot easier to beat quickly. So there's a guy here who's in like a golden bin, which you know is very UK.
ルイと一体化したボンバーマン。
Mess up there. So if you can do that correctly with the animation cancels, you
お
get
またなんか
Otherwise, he goes in and out.
ローラースケ
Usually
ー
that's
ト
a very classic UK thing yet again. Hiding in bins.
なんか普通に歩いても速度変わらなくない感がすごい
You
ね。
probably can get them, but they're not very
そして開いたマンホールと地雷みたいなのがあって、
Or if you're on the street, you just have. I mean, I don't think a lot of places have bins like that on the street.
No. But on the street, we just have like these the normal.
Oh yeah, I forgot the
普
local.
通に歩いた方が速そう。
People in suits and bowler hats throwing cups of tea.
Yes, they do throw cups of tea at you. So
Oh, wait, what?
I was nowhere near that car.
Okay, whatever. Time to do this again. You can show off the. Did you show off? I don't know.
もしかして車にひかれると即死？
Yeah, I was doing it right there.
There you go. Game let you have it, like let you show it.
唐突な難易度上昇。
Probably. We just don't think about it.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm normally walking towards the middle. Thank you for throwing that hammer at me.
So yeah, there's the old Deer pub in the background.
Yes.
There's a Gadget burger being sold in the UK only, apparently.
Yep. Something which I didn't get to show off here because I didn't manage to collect it, but lives in this game actually respawn upon death. So as long as you collect the life every time, you basically can't die. Yeah, that car was so much later than what it should have been. Right, so
は車に
there's a
ひ
bus
かれ
coming
ると
down the lane that I'm in, so I'm going to jump in the middle.
Famous.
あ、そこ登れるん
The
だ。
famous London traffic.
That there's like two cars every like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's totally
totally
accurate. Totally accurate.
すごい
There's
な
another
ん
motorbike
か
coming.
I do
一
enjoy
発
that.
でやられてしまう割には初見殺し的な感じが
He's got you covered. Right. Putting this right.
こここそこの車道出るところでセーブがいるんじゃないですか。
So I'm doing things specifically here to avoid that because if you don't do that like that, you will
Just die.
just die.
そう
So-
急に初見殺しが始
One
まっ
in
て
this
る。
game that is just.
I guess he missed me.
There's a lot in this game that's just if you don't know it's there, it just kills you.
Yeah, it really does just kill you. That's the end of the first roller skating section. Right. So
Just name it all it is. It's an auto scroller.
なんかセーブをノーしてもう一つなんかメニュー選択肢が一瞬出て ローディングしてる。
Right, so
Tower Bridge.
this is Tower Bridge. So they totally
ローラースケートも終わりですか？
It also has 3 lanes.
It also, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty thin.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I've been on it.
Right, so he automatically walks towards the camera here. Because of course. Right, and this bit lags quite severely sometimes, so...
I don't think we explained Gadget legs. It's just you get to go jump higher.
Yeah, you just
I think it's pretty obvious from just seeing them.
Yep. Right, so there's a hammer here that's like hitting. Jumping over here.
As
jumping over
hammers.
there. As hammers do. Right, I got through that damageless, which is actually pretty useful.
なる
Right,
ほ
so
ど。
here I'm
ボス
actually
戦
gonna
は
go down there, and then I'm
犬
gonna
が
basically
解決して
straight
る
out,
のを原作再現。
just so I can move in the correct places.
あ
There's
の
a
浮いて
car
る
that
キラ
comes
に当たってもハート1個しか減らないのに
along. I
な。
actually pressed X.
い
Good thing.
いや
This is what happens if you
ー、車強すぎない？
Yeah, some of the death screens are, I'd say, interesting, but
Yeah, there's one where he drowns and he actually is holding his
割と
throat.
こう自分がプレイしてたらイラッとしそうな系の初見殺しなんですけど。
Technically. Right. And yeah, that the cars do one shot you. So yeah, that's what happened there.
I'm not sure why they made Gadget a cyborg.
Yeah, like in the live action Disney,
こ
like
れここで初手後ろからっていうのがやばいですよね。
something happened to him.
まず最初前から来てとかやらないの
By。the way, that guy gets out of his car and tries to body you.
あ、なるほどね。さっきのローラースケートの時に出てた執事みたいなのが後ろから追っかけてきた的な。
We just carry umbrellas
表現
and
だった
shoot
のかな。
robots at people.
I mean, the
そし
range
て
is
ボス戦。
right, so
I mean,
that's,
yeah,
I
I guess that is the reference.
Go, go, Gadget Hammer!
So yeah, if these he just shoots out mini versions of himself that float down,
Yeah.
and if you
なんか
don't blow them up before they hit the
ちっ
ground,
ちゃいロボットを出して
Yeah.
きてますけど
and、you've got to wait until he reveals like he moves his umbrella and then you get hit, which isn't always.
な
when
車道
you
をローラースケートで走ったら危ないよっていうのを車で一撃死するので
Is
表
because
現して
I
る
want
の
to
か
be
もしれない
able。to. I'm gonna leave that one at the very end.
Yeah. Oh wow, that one. Yeah, sometimes he spawns them above him, and they can never do damage to you because they won't hit him.
ちゃんとなんかハンマーで
Yeah, yeah.
It does get rid
敵
of
を殴ってますね。
Yeah, so this one here.
あ、上から降りてきてるときは傘みたいなのでガードしてるから、
I tried to,
Did you
but
get it in the
攻
end?
撃できなく
I
て、
I'm not sure.
I don't know what happened there.
全部小さいの倒すと傘を上げるんで、そこで殴れる。
Which means it's all fine. There we go. Hitting these is actually a lot harder than.
I would just leave it now. Just go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go because.
いや、まだね、
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and you can jump
オ
in
ーフルゲームゾーンじゃないのかもしれない。
I'm for.
I'm for London's done.
And then the audio goes to the left
The
for some
son
reason.
of
Yeah, it does.
The music just goes to the left speaker
ね、
only.
普通に
Yeah, this game is a treat. Right, I'm gonna say
チュニッ
here.
クが犠牲者なのかもしれないですけど、
because,
その後確かになんか
I love it warns you.
後ろの方をね、オーフルリレーとかいう謎の
Actually, the reason
You
why it
actually do
does,
want to save?
the reason why it does that is because there is one save file per memory card, and you can really body yourself in this game by saving with low HP and low lives.
But if you have automatic on, it doesn't matter. You're just gonna save.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
局地的なのかもしれない。
You
こ
always
こと
So,
ここと次だけちょっ
so
と
now we're in stereotypical Mexico.
Yep. Yep.
ここと次だけちょっと変わったゲームが続いてまた戻りますね。
Yep.
And vultures.
お、なん
These
か
vultures are
アクテス。
メキシコかな。
This vulture will probably
サ
hit
ボ
me.
テンが出たらとりあえずメ
He
キシ
sometimes
コと
hits
言
you
って
twice.
みる。
You can't really do much about it unless you turn around and hit him, but I'm not gonna do that.
Here's another bait for the new players. Don't
Yep.
go down this hole. It's just death. I mean, it does tell.
台
you,
風
so
の
it's
前
not-
の
I don't know
強い
why.
風。まあ、これは風が吹いてますね。
It disappears.
その次台風の前の凪です
Hit
ね。
by this. This is either instant death or
You soft lock.
if you don't do it right.
Yeah, if you run out of gadget legs, it's really hard to avoid that. And if you try and jump over it, you will get stuck inside of it. I like to call it getting snailed because you look like a snail. They're stuck inside your shell.
I'm curious. How
まあ
many lives?
PS2 のクオリティじゃないですか。PS2 って言ってもこう
17 or 18.
初期と
Yeah, well,
後期でだいぶ
there's no way
広がりがありますけ
more,
ど
I。guess. So,
No. No, I don't think so.
because I'm wondering if it caps out at 99 or something. But if you can't, we could probably like memory.
2003
I
年
was
発
gonna
売
say,
で
go
す
on
ね
the。ISO and find out how many lives. Right, this is another roller skate section. I mean, auto scroller.
2003年。
This one's full of
PS2
hits and
は
different things.
2000年。
Basically, I'm going to use this to collect a few hearts.
PS2 が出て
Also, I love the sound that you make when you
で
jump.
も結構 PS2
It's the
の
same
時
thing
代は
like
長か
normal
ったような
I
気が
just
す
find
る
it。funny.
Yeah, I just get so used to that sound. That
Yeah, I
don't
just
point it
don't
out
pay attention
anymore.
to it. But I
ち
do
ょう
find
ど
it
ちょうど半分か。
Right, there's a life here.
PS3 が2006年だ。
He also says buy my gadgets a lot.
He does say
which
buy
doesn't,
my
which
gadgets.
doesn't mean buy as in. It doesn't mean like purchase it.
No.
It's like buy my. I don't know what the English normal phrase is.
Yeah, I don't know what it's meant to be honest. Alright. There's a backwards E that comes up in a second. Oh, there's an Among Us guy there. There's the backwards E.
Oh,
Sorry.
このローラースケート乗り慣れてない感のフラフラは別に操作には影響してないんですかね。
This part's kind of annoying if you move in the wrong direction. You can take the easier route, but I'm going to go up here and get a HP. Just in case I need it.
Yeah, there's this bit at the end of this auto scroller. It's just like let's just fire
What do
like,
I-
fireballs at you.
Yeah, you basically just have to
どん
be
なステー
inside
ジ
and
なんだ。
continuously jump and pray you don't get hit.
Because you can't go any faster. So,
No, I nearly fell off the edge there actually, and if you die, you got to go. The
There
whole
you
thing
go.
goes. So I pick
fireballs,
I picked
fireballs,
this area
fireballs.
and I just continuously jump. I only took one hit there. Right, I'm actually going to save here because
It's time for the section.
ね、微妙に難易度が上がってきましたよね。
Yeah.
yeah,
なんか
always save
ライフ
here.
が9個もあるか
So
ら
this is the
余裕だろう感がありましたけど。
Like, not like a pyramid. No, it's not a pyramid. It's like a. I guess
it's like
it
a
is,
temple.
but
I'm going to call it
let's call it a
Aztec temple, maybe. I don't know. I've been calling it a pyramid, but it's not
No,
obviously.
it's not a pyramid.
No, a temple might be the correct thing, but basically, you have to go and press buttons and go through doors in a specific order. Both me and Zoton have notes for this in case we
Ah.
Yeah,
forget.
I just find it. easy to do.
EST
You
も
can jump during
今
here.
1時間のうち30
No,
分超え
I
ま
didn't
す
mean
ね
to
折り
jump
返してんの
Yeah,
か
yeah.
な。
You'll go indoors and he just doesn't come out.
なんかでもゲームの説明見た感じ、もうそんなにステージ数残ってなさそうな。
Confuse you by telling you the wrong things.
Yeah.
You press buttons.
ニューヨーク、パリ、ロンドン、メキシコ、カリブ海だから、 ここと次のカリブ海で最後なんじゃないかな。
It's a puzzle again, which is fine.
あ、でもなどの実際の場所に基づいていますって書いてるから、それだけがステージですとは書いてない。
Sometimes the checkpoints are further up the, let's call it the temple.
The temple.
But the doors all reset, right? So
Yeah. And you have to work out which door you were on and which button you were in. He didn't hit me.
ライフね、
Sometimes that guy will cheat
ライフがいくらあっても車だけは一撃死とか。
and sometimes you'll be behind him and he'll like Mr. Fantastic
sorry,
onto you.
the corners.
Yep.
Going around corners is not fun. Especially if there's a pit right next to them. Oh yeah, if you get pushed off by these, it's also pretty annoying. Because it doesn't kill you, it just
Yeah, it just pushes you
off.
down. And honestly, it gets very confusing when you do get pushed down by these things because you have to work out which floor you're on. There's one which I don't mind because you're by what I like to call the gecko door.
Gecko.
Yeah, because it just looks like a
なん
gecko.
かガジェットのバリエーションは実はそんなに多くなくて、どちらかといえばステージギミックが
We're gonna go in the gecko door.
こういろいろあ
I
る
know
感
this
じ
way's correct
してき
because
ま
of
す
the
ね。
life on route. I'm gonna go around here.
これは PS2 の作
There's a
品
guy
で
at
す
the end
ね。
here who can body you a little bit, so we're gonna hit him just so he stops for a second. If you can avoid fighting enemies, then I stopped there to make sure I didn't fall in the pit and die.
And if you're wondering what the
あ、でもこれ奏者さんは
just means if you
ギミックの場所とそのギミックで次どこに行けばいいか知ってるから
Maybe though. There it is.
割とこうスムーズにいってますけど、これ知らなかったら
this game deals a lot of
知らなかったら右へ左へとこの敵と溶岩だらけのステージ
It
を
was like
移動するん
damageless in
で
this game might be actually
ライフが9つ
possible.
あってもちょっと厳しいような気がします。
So perfectly. Oh, and another soft lock which hasn't happened yet. I'll go through the final door and
実際今こう開始地点からここまでどういう風に来てんのかさっぱりわかんないですからね。
Alright. Oh, you're kidding me.
おっ
Hard lock.
とフリ
Yeah,
ーズし
sometimes
ま
the
した
game will
ね。
just freeze.
Yeah, sometimes the game will just hard lock on you.
Good thing you did that save.
Yeah.
So now we've got to wait for a
さらりとフリーズしましたが、奏者さんもコメンタリーの人も特に慌てることなく
For
リセッ
context,
トボタンをポチッと押したんで、まあよくあることなんでしょうね、これ。
I think I looked an hour and like 18 seconds or something.
Yeah. Yeah, like when I set this estimate, I had like a 50 something.
問題はどこから
Yeah, so you know.
どこから再開するのかです。
But yeah, but
Which, if I remember rightly, if I've left the game to start up without skipping the cutscene, sometimes it gets to the press start screen and it doesn't play any music, and then as soon as you press start, nothing happens.
yes, I've had that happen before.
Like, I don't know if that's just the PS2 or my disc, or if it's just.
I don't know, but I've
Game.
got to do this entire time again.
Shall we throw it to the
Yeah.
reader for a minute?
You,
As
Go
we're going to
ahead.
do the same thing again.
yeah.
Ah, the son of donations. We do have a donation by Doesn't Owe ANES
これ
with
は
$5
ステージの
Here's
最初から
$5
疑惑。
for Inspector Gadget, the greatest side-scrolling adventure about fighting robots ever. Period. This one is going to the Robo Vacuum steering wheel action incentive, which is
いや、
currently
あれね、
at
よく見ると、
70 out of
イエス、ノーが2回出てるん
make
で
sure
す
to
よ。
keep
だ
those
から
donations
セーブは
coming
ノー
if
して
you
ると
want to
思い
see
ま
that.
す。
It's a great incentive. I would
なので、
love to see Kainalo
こう、ステージの最初から今
the steering wheel
や
for
ってるん
that
じゃない
game.
ですかね。
Thank you.
Alright, cool.
So back to this again.
Yeah, back to the
If
same
you
thing
loved
again.
it, you get to see it again.
You
I
get to see
think
it.
you were nearly at the end.
I was
right?
I was
だか
going
らここ
around the
敵
corner
も
to
多
the
いし、
final
ギ
door.
ミックも多いから、
So
な
yeah,
ん
this
か
this can hard lock basically.
止まりそう感はわからないでもないですけど。
Didn't mean to go that way.
No, I didn't mean to go that way.
I forget.
No, I
unless
didn't mean to
looked
go
at the
that way.
notes, I couldn't tell you.
No, that was me being silly. Also, the really thin ones are the worst thing in the
そう
world.
で
I
す
try to
ね
avoid them as
あ
much
の
as possible.
ゲームシステムが不安定でフリー
Okay,
ズ
so where do we go?
ああ
It's
フ
back
リー
to
ズするゲームでもオートセーブがあったら許せる感は
Can't be that door because it's closed.
No, it can't be that. No, that's
ゲー
not,
ム
no,
シ
that's
ステ
not
ム
what
が不安定でオートセーブがないゲームは
Yeah, okay.
たまにコントローラーを投げたくなってしまいま
Of
す
course, it's this level that decides to like body me.
押し出されたら死ぬんじゃなくて下の階層の
Unfortunately, I just
やり
don't know
直
what
しなんで
to
す
say.
ね
It's Gadget.
It's
in this
Gadget
level that we
bodying me.
watched already.
Alright, cool. Right, we're nearly there. Back to
Something I think we'll hear it at the end, but if you watch the first cutscene, Mad's voice is pretty bad in this game.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of people can just do the Mad
I didn't mean to
voice,
press the
right?
button again.
一応この出入り口のマークとかでヒントにはなっているんでしょうけ
On,
ど、
perm, not on.
マークの種類がいろいろありすぎて全然わかんない
Call serious time, by the way, do we need
なんか牛っぽいマークとかトカゲっぽいマーク
Cool. I'm nearly back to where I was. This doesn't take as long as you would think, but the fact it hardlocked like on the final
こ
corner
こ
is
ポチ
very
ッと押す
annoying.
となんか
Because I've
骸骨
hardlocked
と
jumping to the gecko button as well.
トカゲ
I've hardlocked on the first guy. I've hardlocked going. You can run in these doors and you can hardlock.
Oh, also, if you die in the lava, there's no animation. But
Oh yeah, yeah. You
You just-
you just get obliterated. All right, cool. So now
there's drowning, and there's like falling, and there's
ESA みたいな
being
ロ
knocked down, it's just he lays
カラーリング
yeah,
が
he just lays down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, cool.
up.
Right, let's hope it doesn't happen again. This is the final set. Final platform. Right, cool. I'm gonna wait for that cycle because I don't want to risk it.
It was like here, right?
Yeah, it was right there.
You were
And,
jumping, and then it froze.
yep, and that's the final door. So
そうですね、バグ技っぽいのははしごはしごぐらいですかね。謎のはしご上り下り。下りはしてないな。
Minimum
登る。
let's say hits.
Yeah.
Not
Okay,
really
yeah.
hits, but
yeah, so basically this is the Quetzalcoatl.
最上階でボス戦です
does
ね。
that have a name?
Yes, it's called the Quetzalcoatl.
Did you read the manual for that? Or
Yes.
where did you find that out?
I read the manual.
なんか伸び
I
て
don't
く
know
る
if I have read the manual
So
before.
I'm
伸びてくる獅子舞みたいなやつの攻撃を使ってなんか外にあるオブジェを飛ばしてます
I'm trying to position myself to wear it. Cool.
But it likes the switch.
Oh, and there's-
yeah, and the enemy down the bottom throwing hammers is still throwing hammers.
Oh, that didn't count? Okay, thank you, game. And he has to go like kind of dead center
なんか
or the game doesn't
こういうおもちゃあった
or it'll turn around. Oh. I
そ
wanna-
してこのオブジェを飛ばして一体何になるんだ
Easy.
Ah.
Right, yeah, you have to stand in very particular positions there.
なるほどね
It's
一回
the cutscene.
オブジェを飛ばしたところにもう一回突進させて落とす
I guess because you don't
なるほど
usually
ね
save, you never notice it.
I've never heard that before.
So behind the door is Penny and Brain, and the first line she says is "Hooray, hooray, hooray." For
Oh
some
my
reason, it
God.
just repeats over and over again. I guess if you go to save. So now she tells us helpfully that
Yep.
that Mad has like a secret Caribbean island base,
Yep. So
and that's
if-
where we are now. Which somehow we got to.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any explanation of
No, we
あ
just
カリブ海って言ってたからなん
Oh,
か
these
船か潜水艦なんでしょうね
lasers, they do have lingering hitboxes as well, like that. So sometimes you just get a cheap shot because, of course, you're doing this.
And they're
game.
not all on pattern. Some of them just activate when you
なんか爆弾みたいな仕
start
掛
they
けが
start their pattern when you get close. This platform is a bit.
Yeah, it's actually a lot faster than you would think.
So yeah, Gadget is Gadget. Oh,
なん
sorry,
かコ
Mad
ピー
is
キットみたいなのが
robots that look like Gadget.
Yep.
That's the plot of this game. Hence, I guess the Mad Robots Invasion title.
Yep.
But I forget if they tell you that before this.
No, I don't think they
I
do.
think Penny just tells you that that's what they're doing. I mean, it really means that she does help in this game. A
Yeah,
little
she
bit.
does help.
Like,
いやいやいやガジェット要素足がバネになって大ジャンプしたりとか
Cool.
I'm not even sure what those enemies are meant to be.
I don't
パ
know
ラ
anything
シュート
about
はちょっと
Batman.
どうか
Yeah,
なと
yeah,
い
that's
う
what I was gonna say. But they're
Right. Go up here. Right, so these green clouds, you're meant to like crouch under them, but they don't damage you fast enough most of the time.
the only thing in this game that doesn't damage you fast enough. Yeah, like that. Oh wow, that was close. Anyway, time for this
そう
bit.
プロペラ出して飛んでました
There
ね
is new tech in this area, not much, but there is something, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of little things you can do. There's a couple of little things you can do. That doesn't activate until you get close. For some reason, the colors are brighter in this stage a little bit as well. These one-shot you if you get too close to them, so I'm going to try and avoid them.
さてどうして船の中にプレス機があるのか
By like stutter stepping and walking. Right, so these are clamper doors. They will also body you if you're not careful. Oh, I got past that one.
They're not instant death though.
No, they're not. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump on this box. Jump off the box. So I
そう
don't
だ
have
ね
to
ローラースケートはね
Optimization.
どうかな
I
とい
actually
う
got
感
it
じ
where
が
I
しました
jumped,
ね
like off like on the box like mid jump.
See, sometimes you get hit, but you don't take damage. like you just did, right?
Yeah. So you have to hit that button there.
Move this
To
elevator.
move that lift.
もしかしなくてもガジェットケーブです
Then we
ね
have。to go all the
Oh
way back
my
to
すごい
it.
こ
I'm just gonna take
う、
it
この
back.
ゲーム画面を見て、ガジェットケーブのゲームがあったんだとか、ガジェットケーブですかっていうのがすごい多く
Yeah,
て、
otherwise I'm gonna be there forever trying not to take damage. Because that refills your health when you take damage.
ある意味、こう、再現度は
Take damage when you die. That's what
高いんでしょうね、このゲーム。
I was going to say, Gadget, taking a bit of a nap there. I think I'd like to do that right now.
Yeah.
So if anyone was watching Stream 2 last night, we were doing San Andreas Chaos mod relay, and I was in that, and it ended about 3 o'clock, and now it's 9 now. This run was meant to start a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss this cycle because I'm grabbing the HP.
So I had a little bit.
なんかしてる。あ、待ってただけ
Yeah, alright, cool. 1, 2.
Oh,
Right,
Okay.
hopefully it doesn't body me here.
sometimes I've locked in this.
Robot
There's no
gadget.
animations.
Yeah, let's see. Alright, cool.
なんか違う
What。does he do? I don't get.
Alright, yeah, it always looks like you lock there sometimes, but you don't. If you,
Are you hitting X during that, by the way?
yeah, I'm spamming X
Is
normally.
there a reason for that?
No, I just it skips a little bit of dialogue.
Oh yeah. He sometimes says I look like I've gotten a bit fat or something.
Yeah.
For the robots,
Right, so normally you can't take. So in this game, if you fall too far, you
you just die.
die. So, but if you pull out Go-Go Gadget Umbrella, you've basically negate all fall damage, and that's like the only use of it in the game. It stops you from
あ
having.
その流れてる機械が追い抜けるんだ。
Wrong phrase. There's like a
There's like death planes.
there's like a
if you
death
fall too
plane
far.
like X below where you jump off of.
Yeah.
If you go
I
too
mean,
far, you
yeah.
die. But if you enable the umbrella, it just
Removes
cancels
it.
that. Which is pretty useful because otherwise you have to jump on that
You have to
like
go
lift.
all-
You have to
go
jump
all
on
the way
that lift again, and if you
で
miss
ケ
the
ーブの
lift
モー
by
ショ
a
ン
second,
の再現度が高すぎる。
Yep.
because
Yep.
the lift is too far down.
And then-
Okay, here's this bit.
Yep. So I would never. be in
Mata
this game if,
propellere.
Those on hand have told me you have to fly through lasers because it is the only instance where you have to fly through something in an auto scroller or go through something like that.
I feel like you would have figured out.
I would have figured it out eventually, but it would have taken me like a little bit. I would have been like, what?
Why,
but
don't
yeah.
I- why can I not get through this door?
Yeah. You just stopped me from dying once, basically. Yeah, that life's actually pretty difficult to get, actually. Because the thing underneath you is sucking you down.
Suction. The
Suction.
suction pit? I don't know.
I
こ
don't
れは
know.
光る線が
Basically, it pulls you into a pit.
ついてる輪っかを通ると先が開くみたいな感じなんですかね。
What's funny about...
I'm
that
sorry,
was a
yeah.
really nice sound.
I forget the enemies that have bats. They don't hit you with the bats. They just
一度亡くなってサイボーグ
Funny
にな
about
っ
the
た
bats
設
as
定
well
で
is
した
that
ね。
they don't
何でした
stop
っけ
traveling.
バナナの皮で
Like, there's
転
one
ん
at the end
で
that a guy might
つなぎになったみたい
follow
な。
me forever. Right, I'm trying to go a
I
bit...
feel like you can hit the
laser.
top and bottom of that and die instantly.
I feel like you can. I never...
I feel like I've done it, but maybe I haven't. Maybe
そうですね、ロボコップみたいな。
Oh,
私
yeah,
も
I'm living in constant fear in
最初読んだ時ロボコップ感を感じましたね。バナナの皮で滑って死んだ以外は。
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Oh, that was jank right there. Right. Oh, there's a bomb right after the door as well. Gotta avoid these guys. They're very slow.
Did it sound
guys
like
with
you
the
took
wings.
damage there, or was that the end?
I think that was the enemy. I think. I don't know. Sound effects come from wild places. Alright, so rockets here.
Also, something I don't think I pointed out: the rockets, the flames on the rockets are like full square hitboxes.
Yeah.
Not that I expect fire to not be a hitbox. Like if I stuck my head in a rocket's
Oh, look at
flame,
this
I'd
baseball bat,
probably
by the
die.
way. This is the one I meant. It just keeps going.
And go.
It's gone.
It's probably still going somewhere.
Yeah. I forget the lace sounds like... Right, so at the end here, you have to fly through 3 of these
この
diamonds.
プロペラ出してる時ハンドルついてますけど、ハンドルは必須なんですかね。
Be like
パラシュートみたいなのでこう落下する時は別にハンドルないじゃないですか。
only for Gadget to go through. I mean, okay, I'll give it a bit of a break. There's a lot of video
あれこれでハンドルで運転してる的な
context.
I'm
Time to
actually
go
gonna
through the
save
room.
here.
Yeah, save.
Yeah, because this is the final boss now.
Time for the
バ
final
ナナの皮
boss.
で滑って死んでサイボーグに改造されたのにメイト犬に事件を解決されるロボコップという情報だけ分かった。大体合ってると思います。僕もその認識です。
Alright, so the first phase is kind of really stupid. You have to hit the boss like 30 times, technically.
Skip the cutscene. Are you crouching again? Do you
Like
need
in
to
my
unlock the
boss scene?
controller?
I think
か
my
な
controller
なん
was...
かボスのライフ多くね
well, right? Boing.
Yeah, they happen during practice.
Okay.
I think I need a new controller, TBH.
So this boss is just giant robot cat spawns at either side, and you have to hit
結
back.
構なんかタイミングシビアなの
You've
が。
got one health bar below it, and
これ
then
頭からラケットみたいなの出してる。
Like
this is 5 times.
5 times.
And if you step over the dotted line, it just moves to the opposite end. Yeah, opposite end.
Yeah, the opposite end. And sometimes hitting these back can actually be really... I did that way too early.
It does also throw them differently if you jump. It
ま
will
あ本人を構成する要素がほとんど残ってないのは
Stay on the ground.
ロボコッ
Every
プ
time I
もそう
jump,
です
if
し、
I accidentally go over the line and I need
サ
to...
イボーグってそういうものなんじゃないですか。
Because if you stun him and you take too long to get to him, he moves as well.
だから頭の中にいろいろ収納してるので、ちょっと頭の中にも本人要素が残ってるのかどうかが怪しいんですけど。
If you step over the line slightly too early then as well, it can also mess you up. There is a
地味に判定がシビアなのか、
each of the
ボ
boss fights that are here.
早く終わらせるために敵に向かって近づいていってるじゃないですか。それがさらにこう難しくしてるのかもしれないですね。ただちょっと
Luckily, there is
ライフ多すぎないですかね、
it's very
敵。
easy and has quite a few.
Yeah,
health.
it's quite a lot of health.
It does. Yeah. It
あ
does
の
respawn the health.
上のハートが小さいハート5個分だったんだ。
In this section as well. There you go. This went alright.
Right, that one was okay. I got it a few times,
Just
but
head
not too bad.
comes off.
Yep, so the next
倒した。
one is two, they're purple if I remember.
これラスボス
Is this
Yeah,
purple?
taka.
Yeah, I think this one's purple. It's the next one
It's
that's red.
in it, well, pink, but basically they shoot rockets at each other, and this is basically HP refill.
Because they just.
They just kill each other.
Yeah.
これあれで
I
は
don't know what the intent is.
右から撃ったミサイルが左の猫に当たる的な。
They shoot them up as well, so that's why I.
Yeah, so you
Not
just kind
sure.
of run between left
And there you go,
and right,
done.
and that should be it. It'll end in like a couple of seconds.
Okay, we're getting close on the.
Yep,
yeah.
so this is the red cat.
Do you want to hit the button or shall I hit the button?
I can hit the
何
button.
体いるの？
Right, so hopefully this goes well.
このゲームのボス大体自爆ですね。
You have to jump over him a couple of times. He'll stop.
ロンドンのボスぐらいじゃないですか。
And,
あ
the、
でも今回はちゃんと殴ってる。
hits here is pretty useful in this boss fight. Because
There
it
you go.
gives you more time to
やっ
hit
た
It
か
just。gives you way more time to hit him, and otherwise you have
いやいや、もう3体目ですよ、これで。
to do that. Don't save. If you save there, it saves you at the final cutscene.
あ、なるほどね。
So this is.
はい、というわけで、タイマーストップで
He's a,
GG です。
there
That's
he
what
is.
his voice is like.
Hello.
Yeah.
Is that you?
I bet if there was
なん
more
か
audience-
セーブ画面イエス・ノーの次、次のステージへ行きますかみたいなイエス・ノーが出
we
て
could probably pull
イエ
some
スを
of
し
the
た
audience
瞬
who
間
could
に
do
エンディング
Dr. Chloro impression
始まっている。
than whoever did it for this game. Oh yeah, this is the chief. We didn't see him right at the start. So basically, this entire cutscene is just full of wrong dialogue compared to
Yeah.
the
ね、普通に今のがラスボスだっ
that
たん
was
です
Inspector
ね。
Gadget. That was actually pretty good run considering
いや、でも
hard
なかなか楽しかった。
considering a hard lock right at the end of like
And a couple of.
Mexico.
Was there
原作を全く知らないけど、なんとなくで見てても
Common if
いろいろあっ
if you
て
make
面白かっ
normal
たです。
mistakes. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed.
最後のセーブね。
There's only
最後のセーブあれかもしれません。ロードすると
on the leaderboard.
強くてニューゲーム的な。
But hasn't submitted
hasn't
yet.
but hasn't submitted it.
This is good subtitles, by the way.
それを言ったらエンディング見るだけの次のステージ行きますかのイエス・ノーもいらないですね。
I mean, this is the best one, and I just want to let this play out.
You've done great work. You deserve a vacation.
You did a good work.
You
You
did-
deserved some holidays,
Holidays. Oh my god, this game is
which
just
is true.
absolutely. So,
I do deserve some holidays.
you deserve some sleep. So
Change from all my travels.
right, so that was Inspector Gadget. I'll just get
最後のセーブをロードするとエンディングが見れるらしい。つまりいつでもエンディングが見れますよという。
enjoyed and continue to watch ESA.
いや、このタイトル画面がシュールだわ。
Hooray, hooray, hooray. That was a great run. Very, very entertaining. Thank you for that. Coming up next is the Robo Vacuum Simulator.
ある意味こうガジェット使ってる時の 3D モデルをじっくり眺められるタイトル画面ですよ。ニューゲームコンティニューマルチページ。あ、ということで画面切り替わりましたね。 というわけで、何でしたっけ、ガジェット警部のゲーム、インスペクターガジェットでした。それでは次のゲームの準備に入りますので、一旦失礼いたします。